Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Intuitive Air by Be a Messenger LLC. I'm here to read cards for you again, give you these messages that I've gotten this time. And actually, I'm using the tarot deck this time, the Light Seer's Tarot. So some of you may be familiar with that deck in particular, or just familiar with tarot, whatever deck that you actually happen to use. But welcome aboard. Let's look through this message and see what's going on. See what's going on here, because I'm getting a lot of strong messages from these particular cards. And usually I'm an intuitive reader. So sometimes the meaning of the cards is not necessarily what I'm actually getting from them at the time, because it depends on which cards are around it. And I've got 6 cards laid out. 4 of them fell out of the deck when I was shuffling, and I just pulled a couple more to try to shore up the message. But the overarching energy here on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So this is some pretty fertile energy that we're going to look into here and see what's going on. So right off the bat too, this is my second reading today that has started with the star. Okay. And so whomever you are, or whomever you're involved with, at this time in their own right, they are already a star. But if you look here, there's like a string that tethers her to the sun. Okay. And so what we may be looking at is someone who's maybe a Leo astrological sign in some way. But this person, or even if it's you or somebody around you, you know that you're a person with a lot of promise and a lot of potential. And most of that comes from this healing energy of the sun. So things may be this way now, but they may not have been in the past, because what I see here is the Knight of Cups, which is in the past section for my spread. And it looks like perhaps in the past, there was someone that you fancied, okay? And I don't usually say that, so I'm not sure I got that word, but it's somebody that you liked a lot, may have been in love with, and that person may have felt that way about you too. But I see the horse in the background, and the horse looks like it's ready to go, okay? So perhaps this is something that didn't work out, but whether it, did or didn't work out, it doesn't matter. You're still the star. Okay. So this situation with the Knight of Cups, someone that you loved, it didn't take anything off your shine. It really didn't. You are still the star, regardless of what has happened in the past. And what I have under it too is the World. Okay. So this is a lot of strong energy out here. It's the World. And with it being in a current position for me, it lets me know that not only are you still a star, but you have command of everything you need to work for you. Okay? So you've got everything you need. You know how to harness the energy of the World in order to move you forward in a prosperous manner. But what I have next to the World is this 6 of Cups, okay, which is also right under the Knight of Cups in the spread for me. And this is a past position for me as well. But this thing that didn't work out before, and it's not necessarily romantic for all of you, but this could have been something from your childhood, or somebody you knew since childhood. The Knight of Cups could have also been someone that you were really close to, because see how the guy is hugging the dog? Okay, so this could have been somebody that you were really close to. And what I'm getting as well, I've never gotten this before, is that there may be a pet from your childhood that you're really close to, and that pet might be a spiritual guide for you. Okay, I have never gotten this before, trust me. All right, so in the past, you were close to an animal that perhaps was a pet. And if that animal has crossed over, this animal is still helping you in some way. Okay, still helping you in some way. And it may have been a dog. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dog, but I'm getting for most of you it was a dog. Maybe a dog that you got when you were a puppy. Okay, and if many of you are on the young side of this reading, say maybe you're maybe like under 30, under 25 or 30, this dog may still be in your life. Okay, so this may be a pet that you have still in your life at this time, or one that was from childhood. But I was getting the strong message to let you know that it's a pet that's crossed over for some of you, and that pet is still helping you on your journey. All right. And so you've got this really good energy of the star and the world that is in the present position. So if you haven't gotten there yet, know that it's coming. Okay, know that this period of being confident and knowing who you are, knowing where you're going, it's coming. Okay, if it isn't here already, it's coming. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And also too, in the forward position, which for me is kind of like a future position or energy that just isn't there yet for you, I see the moon. Okay, so with the moon being right by the star, in this spread, that lets me know that there's something that's going to be hidden. There's something that's going to be hidden. But you see these two wolves on either side of the moon? That tells me that you're going to have some kind of guidance that's going to point out for you that something is hidden. Okay, it may not be something that you know is hidden, or expect anything to be hidden about this particular situation, but you've got both of these wolves on each side of the moon that looks like they're howling. So that for me is that whatever is hidden, something or someone is going to be trying to get your attention to let you know something's up. Something's hidden that you may really need to know about. It may be important to you. So because the wolves are there making a fuss about the moon, they're making a fuss about what is hidden because something or someone is trying to tell you that there's something you don't see. Okay? But that may not be that big of a deal on your path because you've got here the Ace of Cups. So this moves you into a space that is confident, a space that is abundant. And, although it is the Ace of Cups, it may not actually be about love. But for some of you, there may be a new relationship that is waiting for you in the future that's going to be all that you wanted. And it's going to be this tremendous amount of love that you may not have seen coming. So perhaps that's the part that's really hidden from you, is that somebody's coming that is really going to be, I heard, the love of your life. Okay, that's what I just heard. So although the energy may be hidden, that may not be a bad thing. Okay, sometimes when things are hidden, it's meant to be uncovered at the time of the universe's choosing. Okay, so it may be hidden from you now, but it's going to come. It's going to come, and you're going to be in a very confident place at the time and feel like you have the world at your fingertips. This new relationship that's coming, this is going to cap off a really good time in your life that has probably come after something that maybe broke your heart or disappointed you in some way. But on the inside, it didn't change who you are. Okay, it's right next to the star. That Knight of Cups is right next to the star. So whatever that happens or is going to happen, it's not going to take you off your path, and it's not going to make you question who you are. You already know who you are. You know you're the star, and it seems like you're just kind of accepting that, okay, this didn't work out, let me keep it pushing. Okay, so you're going to still have all that you feel like you need, all the spiritual abundance, all of the earthly abundance that you need to move forward into this next cycle of a relationship with you. So here you've got the Ace of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we had the Queen of Pentacles. So this is going to turn out really well for you. So even if you don't quite see it now, it's coming. And if you see it now, recognize it for what it is. All right? So thank you all for sticking with me for the messages here in this pre-shuffle reading where cards just fell out. You know, sometimes the story just tells itself. I am Intuitive Air by Be a Messenger LLC. Please continue to like, share, go to the comments section and let me know how this reading works for you and which parts resonated and which ones maybe didn't. Because oftentimes with these general readings, for some of you, all of it may resonate, but what I find for the most part is that only certain parts of the message may be something that's relevant for you from a past, present, or a future type of perspective. So I'll see you all again in the next reading. Take care.